Hello everyone, my name is Junior. Yes, that's my real name. No, I'm not named after my dad. I know if I'm Junior, then who's Senior? Anywho, now that we have all that out the way, I'm here to talk to you about renewable energy and some of the things that I do in my career profession. So I do business development for a renewable energy company. What does that mean, Junior? Essentially, I help construct renewable energy projects from the wind and sun. So, for example, you walk into your fabulous house or home of residence or your workplace, you turn on the light, that flick of a switch, and boom, you have electricity and the lights come on, right? So essentially, a lot of times, sometimes rather, well, okay, a lot of the times, that energy source that you're using and the electricity that's being used is from dirty coal plants. Enter Junior. So what I do is I'll build and sell your local utility company a renewable project that actually generates electricity from the wind and sun, therefore creating a cleaner energy fuel source for you and I to consume. So what a typical day looks like for me is a lot of talks with various landowners so I could use their land to build renewable projects on, whether that be in the form of a wind farm that creates energy from the wind or a solar farm that creates energy and electricity from the sun here. It's a beautiful day in sunny Florida here. It's kind of crazy. It's like endless summer. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So I also talk to real estate attorneys, engineers. I talk to environmentalists, consultants, and regulatory officials because there's some politics at play here that have to obviously adhere to various rules and laws and regulations. Anyway, that's a bunch of details you don't need to know right now. The best part of the job is that I get to be out talking to all these stakeholders in a dynamic, fast-paced environment. I'm not chained to my desk or the office. There's nothing wrong with that. That's sort of a necessary evil to actually get work done too. But anyway, it's nice to be able to travel, to see people, and to build relationships, I would say. The worst part of the job, however, is dealing with naysayers and people who may think that clean energy gives you cancer or something ridiculous like that, including some of our own top officials, like the president. But anyway, I won't mention any names there. Don't need to get all political or whatnot. So the reason why I chose this job, I would say, I'll give you the main reason. So I come from a place where electricity is not always constant. Running water is not always constant either. And being able to walk into a room and turn on your lights with a flick of a switch and charge up your fancy iPhone or your cool Android, that's not always the case. So doing renewable energy was a means for me to be able to not only create constant electricity for us here to use, but also to do it in such a way that it's sustainable so that future you, current me, your kids, and their kids can have a better place, better environment, better world to live in that's creating electricity from clean, renewable sources, that being from the wind and the sun. In hopes that I could bring energy to areas who may not have access to constant electricity. So some of the coursework that benefited me back in grade school, aside from math and science, because that's always important, is actually reading and writing. Most of my job consists of convincing people why we should build renewable assets. So being a clear or effective communicator is key. For me, that took on the form of being able to not only speak to others in a polite and clear manner, but also a way to be able to write various people too. So reading and comprehension play a major part because you can't be an effective communicator or understand each other, work together without being able to safely and clearly talk to one another. A lot of the job, like I mentioned before, relates to being able to build sustainable projects, but also to get people to work with you in an environment where free speech is expected and also collaboration, I would say. Some words of wisdom I would say or add to that is the fact that, you know, you want to do what makes you happy, but you also want to do